Hey, what's up, guys? I decided to put a little effort into making a series of videos. This is going to be the first one. This is going to be for those who are trying to reach the next level in wrestling because it takes a lot of effort and you might not know where to put your energy. This is going to be the template. This is what you're going to want to follow. Do each video sequentially, one after another. Make sure you don't miss any. This first one is going to be covering a lot of different things, including strength and nutrition. And after it's over, I'll come back and share final thoughts.
Fear does not exist in this dojo, does it? No, Sensei! Pain does not exist in this dojo, does it? No, Sensei! Defeat does not exist in this dojo, does it? No, Sensei!
In order to do this, you're not going to be reaching this next level by just showing up to practice during the season and improving that way. You're going to have to do a lot of stuff in the off season. It's going to take some discipline and it's going to take some time management. And I can show you what you need to do. I can lay down the blueprint, but ultimately it's going to be up to you in order to follow that. So if you have that drive, if you have that determination, if you really want it, then I'm going to lay out step by step what you need to do and follow each one of these videos, and you'll have really good results. If you don't have the discipline, if you don't think that you're going to take the time to work out on your own, if you don't think you're going to take the time to actually prepare food, which is a big one, for yourself, then this is going to be a waste of time, because that's a lot of what I'm going to be covering in these videos. But speaking of food, it is extremely important. It's like the number one thing. It's going to be my next video. And you need to understand that if you're lifting, if you're working out, if you're not eating enough protein, you're not going to repair your muscle. You're not going to build muscle. You're not going to repair your tissue and in your tendons. Your body needs fuel in order to repair itself. So if you're working out and you're not getting the proper nutrition, you're just spinning your wheels. You're not going to see the results that you want. So, and that's the biggest thing that I hope you guys take away from this, because I know you guys all want the workout. You want to know the sets and reps and what exercises to do. But really, you really need to focus on food. And we'll go into more of that. The next video is going to cover meal prepping, and I'm going to be shopping and showing you how to check expiration dates and how to put some basic meals together, how to track your macros, macronutrients, how to keep recording your body weight, and hopefully by next season you'll come in with a stronger, leaner body. That's the whole idea. And in order to do that, you want to start getting your routines down now. So you get your routine down and you'll build momentum. So things like meal prepping and working out, it seems difficult at first. And then after you do it for a little while, it might take a month or two, then it will get to the point where it becomes easy. And then especially with working out, you continue to do it and it will go from easy to you enjoy it and you look forward to it. So that's what I mean by momentum. And in order to get that momentum, you have to have a routine down. So the better you are with setting daily routines, that's ultimately what's going to build your momentum. And that momentum over time is what's going to build your results. So when you stick to good habits, it gets easier over time. The more consistent you are with lifting, eating, and recovering, the better your progress is going to be. And, again, if you're not eating enough, you're not going to grow. So when it comes to nutrition and meal prep, I have a couple basic formulas that I'm going to have you guys follow. But ultimately what you need to do is you need to start weighing yourself in the morning after you use the bathroom. Just weigh naked, find out what your weight is, log your weight down, write it down. And at the same time, you have to be following your calories that you're eating throughout the day also. So by doing that, you can figure out what your maintenance level of calories is. Your maintenance level of calories is the amount of calories that you are eating that keeps you at that steady weight over time. So if you increase calories, you're then in a caloric surplus because you're eating more than maintenance. And obviously you're going to put on weight. If you are getting less calories than your maintenance, then you're losing weight, right? So that's how we think about these things. I've heard a lot of you guys talk about dirty bulking, and you're going to dirty bulk and you're just going to eat whatever, ice cream and pizza, Snickers bars and stuff like that. Dirty bulking is never a good idea. Like, that was around when like I was in high school, and it should have died back then. Nobody dirty bulks. Nobody dirty bulks. You don't have to dirty bulk in order to gain strength or muscle. You only need like a couple hundred calories more than your maintenance in order to build maximum strength or muscle. Anything more than that is just going to make you fat. So your body wants to stay in balance. It wants to stay in homeostasis. So if you gain weight too quickly, it's gonna equal fat. It's just gonna be fat. If you lose weight too quickly, you're gonna lose a lot of muscle. So, which you don't want. So you want to gain weight slowly and you want to lose weight slowly. You're looking at like a half a pound to a pound like every month. Like, that's what you should be looking at, and you'll grow as much muscle as you possibly can, and you'll stay lean. The way to do this is to meal prep. So it's really easy. I'm going to throw some really easy meals for you to make, like chicken and rice, ground turkey, ground beef, maybe some potatoes, just some really easy things that you guys can do at home. And there's some benefits to it. It's cheaper. It's cheaper than going out. It's cheaper than snack food. And if you're eating real food and protein dense food, then you're going to be more satiated. You're not going to be hungry. You're not going to be reaching for the cupboard and grabbing like chips and food, junk food, which is going to be more expensive. So it's cheaper. You guys learn how to cook for yourself, which is great, and then if you have more meals, if you make more meals, then you can actually eat. I'm sure you might have siblings in the house that can take it. You could make your parents a lunch or something like that. But the idea is you want to make like 3 or 4 days in advance, and then you have all your food in front of you, and you'll never go hungry, and you'll eat all the time, and you won't get fat. Because when you're eating potatoes and like ground turkey and chicken and rice, you can eat all day long and you'll never be hungry, and you really won't put on much fat at all. The protein number that we're going to be looking at is going to be 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight for boys, and 0.9 grams of protein per body pound for girls. And that's going to be a starting point we can always adjust that. And we'll look at that going further, but that's where we're going to start. So when it comes to meal prepping, it does, just like lifting, when I talked about momentum, meal prepping also gets easier as you do it. The first time it's going to be difficult. You're only going to do one thing at a time. But like me, I've been doing it for so many years. I can watch Netflix or listen to podcasts and have like 3 things going on in the kitchen all at once. And I don't even have to think about it anymore because I've done it so many times. But it doesn't have to be complicated. We're going to keep it easy. And I'll show you how to prepare some meals, get some stuff together. And there's going to be more on these subjects in the videos going forward. I just want to give you guys a basic idea of the things that are going to be covered. The third video, I will be covering the workout and some of the things that are in it. So there's going to be some surprises if you stick with the video. We're going to be adding on as we go. I don't want to overwhelm you with too many things. So the first thing I really want you guys to get down is how to eat properly. It's something that all wrestlers need to know. How to eat properly, what you should be eating, what your numbers should be. You can track your numbers. You can check the sides of boxes if you end up eating something like outside your diet, and keep track of that. Look at how much protein you're eating per day. That's going to be the most important macronutrient for you. Add up your calories throughout the day so you can find out, like, oh, 2,600 calories is my maintenance level. Anything more than that, I start putting on some weight. And you can take that going into the season, and you can be able to still eat and live a more normal life with your food intake, and control that much easier, and not have the cravings and not crash diet and do all that foolish stuff. So we'll get through this one by one, each video. I'll try to explain it as best I can. The other videos are going to be a little bit longer, but this is just the first video to put this out there, let you know that some stuff is coming, and stick with it. Make sure that you follow these videos, and it will help you out. And I'll be available for questions going forward. Okay, guys, talk to you soon. All right, so basic idea, let's put our discipline into areas where we can build momentum. And hope you liked the video. The next one, I'm going to be walking around Kroger, purchasing items and getting groceries and checking expiration dates. So, and then after that, I'll be putting some meal preps together to show you kind of how it's done. So I'll get that out to you as soon as I can. Hope you guys like that one.
Fear does not exist in this dojo. Does it? No, that's it.